my 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back and watch these, and I'm like, God.
Look at me.
Look at you. You do have like a video of you on the internet. Anyways,
a lot of them.
A lot of them from when you were younger. So.
Yes, so. Well, this is Talking About Piercings live, episode number 14.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. We're stacking them on there.
We are.
What we do here is we talk about stuff relating to piercing, obviously.
Yeah. And then stuff not relating to piercing.
Occasionally. And
Occasionally.
quite a few times, actually.
We need to
It
give
depends
it our
on the
time.
day.
It does.
And answer viewer questions if anybody does ask them.
We love answering questions.
Ocho's here. Yay.
Hi,
How
Ocho.
are you doing? Hope things are going well and good.
Hope your date is doing well.
Yes.
If it's not, you better tell us.
Or daft.
I'm not calling it that. I'm not.
Daft.
I'm not calling it that.
Okay.
Be wrong? Is that what you're gonna? Is that what you're gonna tell me?
No. I've been having that wrong. That you're wrong conversation for far too long on that one.
Yeah.
So it's been a busy week for me. She worked 3 days, and it was the slowest 3 days of the week.
No, that's a lie. Yesterday? No, not yesterday. Was it yesterday that I was here? Yes, it was.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday was pretty. It was pretty good. It was pretty solid. Made some good hard cash.
And I'm worn completely out because it's just been a busy day today. So I'm having a tasty adult beverage. I hope that doesn't offend anybody.
I'm not, because I am not old enough to drink.
No, you're not.
I'm not. So
you don't get none.
I didn't grab my water.
Oh, you're gonna be dehydrated by the end of this. And for those that are curious about such things, it is a Boulevard. Or wait, is it Boulevard?
Yeah, Boulevard.
Yeah, Boulevard Tank 7 Saison.
Ooh.
I like me Saisons.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, she said, they said, it's perfect. It's my vertical helix that has been giving me trouble. Laugh out loud.
Oh.
I managed to size up my ear Valentine's Day. Now it's a 10 millimeter 3. Okay, I get what you're saying. Took me a second.
That sounds awesome. I'm so glad your date is doing well. I'm sorry that your vertical helix is bothering you. It's troubling you. But they tend to do that. I'm not going to lie to you. I have, I don't know what an industrial is, but it falls under the same kind of vein of it pokes out.
It kind of covers what I talked about today.
Really?
Well, the video I put out.
Ooh, that was a good segue that I didn't mean to start.
See how that worked?
Yeah.
I just got to go to the media thing. It's this one.
This one. Oh, is it gonna be overwhelmed by it?
This one right here.
Gotta get us in the corner.
Yep. It was an interesting video to do. I find it very. I thought it was amusing, entertaining.
Okay.
I didn't get around to posting it till the day, even though I recorded it yesterday. There's 2 other in the can. That's what I did for videos this week, basically. And I've been thinking about it, and we've talked about it quite a bit. Mm-hmm. It's basically a video on how certain piercings kind of make your life miserable or add to the misery in your life.
Did you talk about my favorite piercing, cheek piercings?
Oh, yes. I talked about cheek piercings. I put in a top 10, but it isn't really in a set order.
Yeah.
Of what I consider the most annoying or the most miserable of all piercings to heal and deal with. And because a lot of it is not just... it's not just the healing period or getting it done. It has more to do with just day life and how it changes how you live your life.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on in there, and I try to do it. I hope the bit rate isn't too bad. I know that it's laggy tonight.
It is. It happens. It happens. I hope it's not lagging when we becomes a video.
It won't be. Well, it kind of is. It kind of isn't. I mean,
it's a little bit behind.
I guess if worse came to worse, I can post like the actual. We always record these, or at least when I remember. So there's like that, but
yeah, just in case something goes amiss.
Or I want to use it for something.
Yeah. Use it for your little clips that you haven't really been doing those as much, huh?
It's because we stopped using the service that made it easy, because I thought that might be the problem. But increasingly, I know it's our internet, because I think we're frozen right now. Or maybe I'm just frozen.
Yeah, you're sitting there. Because I noticed that the other day is like, you were like, you just like sit like that.
Do they still have those statues that do that? Like in tourist areas where they dress up in silver paint and pretend to be statues?
Yeah, I think so.
Weird.
Peculiar.
I'm like stuck in a spot. I don't know. Let's see, what else she say? Is a cat face, you silly? I'm not sure exactly what that means.
I don't know.
Yeah, so we're driving and my husband teasingly patted my face, not realizing I was wearing sunglasses, then hit my helix, causing a trauma blister.
Oh.
Ouch.
That's messed up.
Ouch.
Partners are the biggest enemy of piercings.
Yes.
They really are.
Partners and pets.
Partners and pets. Mostly partners, I've noticed. My cat, she's good. She's a good kitty. Love my cat.
Fuzzy sweaters.
Oh, I miss Azura. I'm already
pals.
mourning. I'm already mourning. Oh, Azura.
I have no idea who that is.
My cat.
Oh, your cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder what she's doing right now.
I thought you were talking about a real person or something.
No. I'm talking about my cat.
You're talking about one of your prisoners. Because you know the old saying is that dogs are companions and cats are prisoners.
I don't think she could live outside on her own. I really don't. That's because she also has felinal herpes. So.
Yeah.
She can't see nothing.
Spent too much time on the streets.
She did.
Something.
But I still
there's
love
jokes
her.
in there, but we won't go there.
I love her despite
blue.
her past. Okay.
It's a bit blue. So I have two big dogs. Laugh aloud. My husband accidentally bumped me and not them. Yeah. It's easier to train the dogs than the husband. Is that what you're trying to say?
I like that. Because there's truth in that, just a little bit, when it comes to piercings at least.
Yeah, something you haven't experienced yet is when you get like a nipple piercing or a genital piercing and you're with a partner. Because they always migrate to it if you have a healing one.
Yeah.
And it's like it just kind of it freeze frames the moment.
Yeah.
It's like no.
Well, I was.
It's like you need a rolled up newspaper.
I was gonna get my navel pierced today, but
I know, but she was too busy chit chatting.
I love chit chatting. It's my favorite. Come in and chit chat with me. I love it.
Yep, the chit chatting.
But yeah, no, we were chit chatting and just got distracted. People came in.
And I had things going on that I had to do.
Yes, and so it just didn't work out today. That's okay.
So I offer to come in tomorrow. Yes,
he's very kind and very sweet. Everyone tell DaVo he's a wonderful boss.
Anyway, let's see. I did some interesting things this week. I did 40 helix. Yeah, I haven't done them in a minute. Combined with a upper helix, and we're gonna eventually connect those with like a chain, maybe.
Oh, awesome!
It was an interesting thing because the person came in to get her nipples done, and it's the first time I've ever seen this, and I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this. One side was normal.
Yeah, you were telling me about it.
As in normal, and the other side was inverted, and it wasn't inverted. It was type 3. It just would not. It would not. It would not come out and say hello at all. And it was weird because it was half of it, which makes me think that what she has is one of the milk ducts is connected and it won't let it extend any further. So it was kind of disappointing not to be able to do it, but her attitude on it was, well, if I can't get both of them done, I want to get something else. Yeah. So we went ahead and did those instead. So it was a fun week. I did some genitals, did some ear work, did some I think I did a navel or two, did some nipples. I can't even remember what all I did. Did a nostril. Week. Well, you just did a conch, which was did a conch on a very nice lady. I know I did a navel yesterday. Did a navel. Oh, what you had to put jewelry back in a navel. I did put jewelry back in a navel. She had her jewelry out for like, what'd you say, a month? Which is pretty good for the end result that you got. Yeah. So she had her jewelry out for a month. She had it for a year before that, and she wanted to put jewelry in it.
So I ran a taper pin through it, tried to do the 14 gauge. It would not go. It was budging. It was fighting me. And so I was like, okay, let's see if we can put a 16 gauge taper pin through it. And that went in pretty smooth. It was a little bit tight.
A little tight at the end.
Yeah, a little tight at the end.
A little tight.
And so we just put some 16 gauge, like a 16 gauge curved barbell in there. Told her to wait about like 3 to 4 months, and then we can have her come back and try and run a 14 gauge through it. So that we can put the jewelry that she wanted in, which was a like a pink gem.
She was between the pink gems. Well, she thought she was getting it re-pierced.
Yeah.
And here's a little pro tip. If you have a piercing because what happened with her was she lost the top because she got. Yeah, it happens to everybody. After a while, you think, oh, that thing hasn't come unscrewed in 6 months. It'll be perfectly fine. And you stop checking them on a regular basis. And then one day you wake up and they're gone.
Yeah.
So here's a pro tip. If you encounter that, even if it's been out for a month in this case, ask your piercer to run a taper pin through it just to make sure that it's completely closed before you re-pierce.
Yeah.
Because my opinion has always been, if we don't have to re-pierce,
we don't want to.
We don't want to.
We don't want to do that to you.
Yep. If everything's fine with that piercing except it's closed, if we can get the jewelry back in without causing a crap load of damage, let's go ahead and give it a shot.
Yeah. If it had been at like a 16 gauge, we don't have 16 gauge curved barbells in the first place.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
16 gauge curved barbells?
Or 18 gauge. I'm sorry.
18 we don't have.
Yeah, if it
well,
had
we
been
do,
like
but I don't. If we do, we haven't used them in a really long time.
Yeah, if
I do think I had some threadless ones for a while because I had people coming in with eyebrows that were done at 18 gauge. But usually in that case, we'll just go, "Hey, how long you had it?" And if they say like a couple years, we go, "Okay, let's stretch it."
Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't have put 18 gauge in there. But since it was at a 16, I was like, "Oh, it should be all right." It was healed very well.
The biggest thing is with a navel, she wants to eventually go back to 14 because that's just not thick enough to.
Yeah, and I expressed that to her. So that was the biggest thing in my week was putting smaller jewelry in a navel because she thought it had closed up, which was awesome.
So yeah, you saved a piercing.
I did save a piercing.
It's like an achievement badge.
I know.
You know, it's like some people go out and they save like a bald eagle.
Yeah.
You saved a piercing.
Yeah. I should get an award by the state.
Okay. Next you're going to be asking for peace prizes and all kinds of
Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah. For piercing. Is there one? Maybe there should be.
Maybe there should be.
One thing I was thinking about that really, and we talked about this earlier and we had like a little bit of a discussion while I tried to eat lunch. And we figured we'd talk about it tonight. I've kind of given up. Well, do we want to do that or do we want to do the songs of the week thing first?
Yeah, let's do the songs of the week, the jewelry, the fun stuff.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, come on, man.
I don't have... this is the first time I've done one of these without notes.
That's true.
Because I forgot to do it. Because I was too busy doing other things.
We're already 14 minutes into the stream, and we're just sitting here chit-chatting.
Which is fine. I mean, people tune in for the banter.
People tune in for the chit-chat.
Yeah. And just so everybody knows, we're going to try to cut this right in an hour tonight because a friend of mine's, friends of mine, people I've known for years, they're kind of doing a sort of reunion thing tonight.
They're playing a show.
The creepy kids.
Creepy kids.
They're not that creepy, though. They're actually nice guys.
Who's all in the band?
Oh, I can't remember.
But they're your friends?
Yeah, well, me and names.
I know.
It's what's his name and that other guy.
You do not call me by the right names.
That and everybody that I knew during I've known these kids since they were kids. Mm-hmm. Like I probably was one of I helped probably in their first 5 or 10 shows. I was probably the one that promoted it and gave them the show.
Yeah.
And I gave them some openers here and there. So I've known these guys when they were like late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
And then most of them tend to grow out beards.
And then you forget.
And I don't know who the hell they are. Because they'll come up and go, DaVo, I haven't seen you forever. What have you been up to? And it's like, hey, just being a dude. You know, that's my standard. I stole that from Rob Bog.
Just being a dude.
Just being a dude.
I'm off to... Oh, I like that. Oh, that one friend you had that anytime you go to Iowa City, he would go, I'm off to go find Jesus.
That's a story because this guy got... a kid named Cowboy, who was an old punk rock kid I knew, and he moved to Iowa City. He was all for moving to Iowa City, and he moved to Iowa City, and it didn't work out. And his parents, pretty much, the reason why he moved to Iowa City was his parents had kicked him out because they were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
So he came back, and suddenly he just appeared out of nowhere, and we're like, what happened? And he goes, well, I'm living with my parents now, you know, again, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how did that happen? And he goes, I told him I found Jesus in Iowa City. So, like, the ongoing joke from that day forth was like, hey, we're going to Iowa City to find Jesus, you know, and he's hanging out in the Ped Mall, you know, during the drum circle, you know, he looks like Jesus. That must be the Jesus that Cowboy found. Anyway, enough of that.
But yeah.
So, song of the week, before we get off on some other tangent.
Well, we should see what Ocha is saying.
Oh, she said whack them when they bump you.
Yes.
My normal response is, I'm here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So songs of the week, so you're going first.
Oh, I'm going first. Yay! Yeah, okay. So the song that I picked this week is Hey Luno by the Aquabats. And I picked it because every time, for some reason, I'll be at my other job or I'll be here.
Working at the Casey's, working at the general store, folding up the bibs and cleaning out the pickle barrel.
Yeah. Or I'll be here, but I'll leave the building and then I'll come back inside the building, usually from being in my car. And every time I get that song stuck in my head, because it has such a catchy like chorus where it's like just like hey, hey, hey.
You know,
hey,
there's a term for that.
I don't know what it is.
The term for that? It's earwig.
Oh, I knew that.
Because earwigs burrow into your ear and you can't get rid of them.
Yeah, it's gross.
It is gross.
But no, I just get it stuck in my head, and it's very catchy. And so I'd kind of been a little bit late on the song of the week, and David was like,
yeah, like literally like 15 minutes ago.
Well, it's been like half an hour now, but 15 minutes before we started
15
this
minutes
stream.
airtime, I guess.
Yeah. He was like, DaVo, he was like, what's your song of the week? And I couldn't think of anything. And so that was my song, and I like it.
That's much more perfect, actually.
Yeah. And I've been really into the Aquabats because they're awesome. Met those guys one time. They're pretty cool dudes.
Yep. And you sold them or was it you traded them a sticker?
No, that was Teenage Bottle Rocket.
Oh, okay.
I traded them a sticker, the guitarist for Teenage Bottle Rocket, a sticker of my cat that I had made. Like an actual photograph of my cat turned into a sticker for guitar pick. And I carry it in my purse all the time, along with my bear tooth.
Yeah. And you wonder why it's so heavy. Anyway.
My change.
Hello, Michelle from the UK. Leeds. Yep, never been to the UK. I know a lot of bands from over there.
Oh, I don't know.
I was listening to the Subhumans earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm trying to decide whether or not they're worth $27.
I think they are. But that's also because I was going to go see the Subhumans, paid for a ticket to go see them in Lawrence, Kansas. And then my car broke down and I couldn't go to Lawrence, Kansas.
It's such a great town, Lawrence. I saw a lot of good shows in Lawrence.
Well, I've family.
No, I wouldn't hang out there on a weekday.
I have family in Lawrence, so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You know the problem with Lawrence? It's surrounded by Kansas. That's an old joke. That one's got some cobwebs on it.
Gotta dust them off really quick.
So my song of the week. Well, first off, I have to say I'm very proud of her for giving us a song that's under 4 minutes.
I did that. Whoa. Hold on. Because I did that like 2 times in a row.
Okay, 2 times in a row.
Yeah,
so
the
I'm
past
twice
2
as proud
times.
now.
I did Romeo by Sublime, and then I also did I Have a
guess
Date.
those 3 times.
Yeah.
No,
yes.
Romeo, that song's long.
No, it's not. Hold on.
Yeah, it is. It's like
I'm getting on my phone. I'm doing
it's like 4.5 minutes. I'm telling you.
I'm doing a cardinal sin right now and
Let's
getting
see.
on my phone.
And for those, if this is the first time you've heard something like the Aquabats, they're an interesting band, and it's quite a little rabbit hole to go down if you have time.
It's a fun rabbit hole. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is. They are a fun band.
They're a really fun,
especially live.
yeah.
Actually, what's his name from Blink-182 was their original drummer.
Oh, yeah.
The one that's famous with the checkerboards on his neck and all that. Matt, whatever his name is. Is it Baker?
It's not Brian Baker. No. Who's
No, that's
Brian
Brian Baker is the guitarist from Bad Religion and NoFX. Or not NoFX, Minor Threat. Anyway.
Oh.
She's going to look. So mine is shorter than hers. It's by a gentleman by the name of Nate No Face. Which I discovered because he did a feature on a Codefendant song, and it was like one of the first Codefendant songs I heard, and so I dug into his stuff, which I find very interesting. It's very aggressive sync. I don't know, punk. I don't know exactly. It reminds me, for people that are old like me that may know a little bit about this. The Screamers from L.A. It's very aggressive, but it's keyboards and drum machines and etc. And the song I picked was Gone, which is, we've all been in that situation where it's like, I decided I'm going to get intoxicated and then made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And it's a catchy song. But yeah, if you like electronica music, but you like it a little bit more aggressive or just looking for something different, he has really short songs. Most of them are very short.
Yeah, they're pretty.
And they tend to have really catchy kind of things in them that you kind of don't hear the first time, but then you find yourself, you'll listen to the song once, and then like a week later, you're like singing that song, and you're like, what the heck is that?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah. And
Travis Baker, you're right. That's right.
And you were right. That song is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So only two times in a row, but I'm going to get better about it. Actually, I'm not going to get better about it. I don't owe you guys anything. If you want to listen to it, you'll listen to it in full. And those are my 2 cents.
Okay. And so. I think, Travis, I think he got they were literally Blink-182 was playing with them and he stole them from the band. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But yeah, for those that haven't been exposed to ska, it is not reggae.
No.
Ska came before reggae. Mm-hmm. Reggae is actually a slowed down version of ska. Mm-hmm. And ska is another huge rabbit hole you can go down.
Love ska. Love the Aquabats. If you know the show Yo Gabba Gabba, the lead singer of the Aquabats is actually the director for that show. So kind of inherently it makes it very offhandedly it makes it like a punk rock kind of show in like a weird kind of way. But then I'm gonna keep this brief. I don't want to.
Yeah, because we got to kind of get on the piercing related subjects.
And then the Aquabats, the lead singer, his name is Christian, made a show called the Aquabat Super Show, and that show is also really good. And I think you should check it out because it's funny. It's funny for all age groups. So you should definitely check it out. It's on YouTube for free. I'm pretty sure.
Probably, yeah. Let's see. I believe it's Hilligan Kinderlufa. I know I'm probably demolishing that. And I'm guessing that's a band name. I'll check them out if I have time. A lot of times with music, it's really hard for me to focus. See, she's puzzled by the pronunciation. It all started with Kraftwerk anyway, in DaVo. But let's move on to piercing now. So
okay.
We do this other thing called Shiny Thing of the Week.
Oh, Shiny Thing.
And this week, do you want to go first or am I going first?
I'm going first. I'm greedy.
Me first. Okay, so let me move it into the thingy.
I'm greedy.
And then we'll do the point, and we'll push the button and turn that on.
Okay, so I got told not to stylize it, and then I did it anyway.
Yeah, because I don't want this to turn into 18 pieces, and this because maybe on special occasions we'll do that.
Okay, on holidays we'll do that?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what we do for what's the next holiday? President's Day?
We're not open, so it doesn't matter. Actually, today is President's Day.
Oh, today's Happy President's Day.
Happy President's Day.
Boy, there's some irony in that one, isn't there? Anyway, go ahead.
So my main focal point, I kept it very simple. I will say that right now. I kept it very simple, with the stylizing. But my main piece was the septum, the jewelry that's in the septum.
And I have a close up of that. So
yeah, let's get that close up. Oh, gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Holy smokes. Okay. Sorry, I had to gander a little bit. It's kind of like a braided I don't know how to explain it. Kind of
I
like
can't remember what they call it. They call it chevron or something like that. But yeah, it's like a braided rope.
Yeah, and I think it's just gorgeous. I think the way that the light reflects off of it makes it kind of look like a shiny dragon or something like that, or like looking at like a fish in the water.
Scales is what you're trying to say.
I guess.
Yeah, these look really good when they're anodized.
Yes, I imagine.
Usually into like kind of base colors, like your bronzes, your golds. And the thing about it is because you have the different depth and that texture, it'll have like dark spots and light spots. They look really cool.
Yeah, I just think it's really gorgeous, and I really like it. And then I just paired it with 2 basic balls, some nostrils, just to kind of add to the effect that I had for it when I first saw it, of it being like a dragon or like a fish.
Yeah. And these can go in pretty much anything.
Yeah, they can go in dates. They can
anywhere
go...
you can wear a ring, and they're usually fairly inexpensive. There's also a pyramid version of this, so sometimes you can find this kind of engraved hinged rings. Yeah,
we have the pyramid version, and I accidentally grabbed for it when I was grabbing for this one, because it's like right above it. I like the pyramid one as well. I think that would look really beautiful anodized to a more fashion color, I guess.
Fashionable color.
Like bright pink, or
Ooh.
I think it would be really cool to do it with the seafoam green, but
the hardest color to reach on the titanium scale.
Yeah.
So can we move on to me now?
I guess.
Okay, so what I picked is one piece. This could go in a lot of places. This is a Trinity. We actually just got these in earlier this week. Came from Juniper out of Canada. One of my favorite suppliers, manufacturers. And it is 3 bezeled. I believe these are bezeled. I haven't looked at them that close.
They are bezeled, yes.
Okay, let's look at this a little closer. Yeah, they are. Well, I don't know. Those are pronged.
Those are not pronged. Those are bezeled.
Okay, I don't know. Anyway,
I just know because I was bagging them. I'm not trying to be argumentative.
Okay.
I just remember it from when I was bagging them.
Yeah, I just buy the jewelry.
Yeah, I handle them.
The handler.
I am the handler.
Basically, I think these look really great. And Medusa, this describes Medusa to me. I could see this also in some trachea and various other places.
I could see it in a conch.
Even a nostril. Because they have a smaller version of this, and also it comes in multicolors of gems. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with this. I like the triballs, that Trinity thing. It just kind of adds a leather element to the visual side of piercing. We have one that has multiple, like it's like 9 balls on it. I can't remember what that's called.
It's a bit extreme, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a little over the top, but it looks really good in certain places if it follows the flow of the body. But
look good in a flat.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our shiny things of the week.
Yeah. Hope you guys liked them. Hope you guys didn't think they were lame. And if you did,
it's her fault.
I think that you guys are lame. All right.
Well, actually, I'm trying to catch up here. Ocho said it's subtle or sputtle and fancy. Talking about yours. Oh, this is titanium. Yes, everything you're seeing is titanium.
Yeah.
Michelle said looks like Laura Leaves.
That too. It just has like a more organic kind of look to it, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, it's there's a term for it, but I'm totally missing it tonight.
It kind of looks like when you look at like a feather.
Yeah.
And it's like very colorful. You could see more
has
of the
veins in it and so forth.
Yeah.
And then Osha said Burple.
Burple. That'd be really cool.
Burple would look great in that. And I think I have done Burple on those.
That'd be awesome.
Looks lovely. And Michelle said Michelle, and she said it was great. Or he or they, because Michelle and other, I guess outside the United States can be they. It could be either or, right?
I don't know.
Especially in France. Europe. Great choice. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So here's what's going to go from here on. If you guys have questions, please ask.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to talk about a subject that's kind of come to my mind in the last couple of days.
It's controversial. I'll warn you guys right now.
Kind of not. Is whether or not tattoos and piercings, body art in general, is still rebellious.
I'm going to get controversial. Yeah, a little bit controversial. I'm not thinking. Hot take is what I'm trying to say. Holy smokes. I'm not going to get controversial. I'm not. Gosh, I need to watch my wording.
And Michelle said she here.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I'm not misrepresenting anybody at all. Because I think that's the way life should be.
Yeah.
As a human.
Equality for everyone.
What were you saying?
I think in certain aspects that they definitely can be controversial. But not nearly as much as they used to be. I feel like someone could reasonably walk around with an eyebrow piercing and no one will bat an eye. But then you get into the more extreme piercings, like, what's that one? The nasoline or cheek piercings. And people kind of look at you a little bit funny and they're like, oh, wow, that's extreme. And then,
and then you're getting into extreme piercings, just like
yes.
multiple piercings. That the more piercings you have, the more people are likely to notice you have them.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's the thing I always talk to clients about when they're talking about jewelry size or type or end or whatever. It's like, do you want to say I have a nostril piercing, or do you want to say I have a nostril piercing?
Mm-hmm.
See me, look at me, I am here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it really depends on. You know, that there can be various different effects by that.
Yeah. And so I feel like in certain aspects, yes, they are still, do people get more discriminated against because of them?
Well, I don't even think discrimination and rebellion have anything to do with one another.
Yeah.
To me, rebellion, especially when it comes to body art, my perspective is going to be different because you're 19 mm-hmm. and I'm 56.
Mm-hmm.
So your experience has been a lot different than mine.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a pause. Ocha says, do you have any piercings you wish you could do more of? I'll let you start with that one.
More piercings I wish I could do more of. Oh, I need to check out on Nate on
what you can check out on what you enjoy doing.
What I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing. Hold on.
Was that your rewind noise?
Yeah. I enjoy doing all piercings. I really do. If I can have someone sitting in the chair letting me pierce them, I enjoy it.
It'd be really
thoroughly.
nice if we had a chair.
Our table on our medical table.
I'm sorry, I'm one of those people. I'm gonna make more noise with that. Anyway, so I mean, is there a particular piercing that you would really like to just do more of, that make you jazzed? Make you do the jazzed hands? Or your blessing?
This is tough. I don't know. I feel like I've answered this question before, but like now I'm more mature.
You've had more time behind the needle.
I have. The needle had spoken to me. It tells me terrible things.
It speaks to me when I'm sleeping.
It tells me evil things. I don't want to talk about it. But honestly, more complex piercings like daith piercings and rooks.
Okay.
I feel like I have to think more with those, and so I enjoy doing it more. Or industrials. Ever since that last industrial, I've been itching. Just like gnawing on my fingernails to do another one.
Pulling at your gut. Yeah. For me, I really enjoy two things that really I always enjoy doing is simple, clean piercings.
Yes.
And also, like, when I say that, I mean, like, more simpler piercings, like nostrils, if they're done right, they just look great. Ear piercings, various different ones. Also, genital piercings.
Yeah.
You know, just there's something about making parts, especially if they're subconscious, if they have some body issue about that part of their anatomy, which I'm sorry, we all, regardless of who you are and what you do for a living or what you look like, we all are really weird and uncomfortable with how our body looks when there's no clothes on it.
Not me.
Really?
I think I look awesome.
Yeah, give it a couple years.
I got a solid belly button, guys. All right.
Put some life along that, and you're not going to feel that way.
Oh, I think.
But I mean,
you're bringing down my positive energy, Dave.
I'm not trying to bring down your positive energy. What I'm telling you is that there's something about doing a piercing, either it could be a navel, it could be whatever it is, where they don't feel good about themselves, and enhancing it and making them feel good about it.
Yeah.
Improving on what's already there.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I like ear work and genital work and even navels occasionally, or nipple piercings, or I don't know, even not cheek piercings. God, no. Lip piercings, or especially upper lips, is it's working into what's there and enhancing it.
Wow.
That drives me. That's what I wish I could do more of. Like, and I get to do that every day for the most part. Occasionally people will work against me, but for the most part, most people are pretty open for it.
Wow, that was beautiful, Davo.
Oh, really?
I'm brought to tears, not because of these bright lights, but because of your words.
But I mean, you understand what I'm saying.
I totally understand what you're saying, and I especially love piercing my friends because I can watch them become more confident in what I pierced, and I love it, so much, and it makes me want to give them giant big hugs. And I don't know,
Yeah, Michelle said, when you get to 53, I stopped caring. I'm self-employed, but other people's opinions don't make any difference to me. I'm lucky that I felt that way when I was 14.
And you're sitting here telling me I'm insecure?
No, I'm just saying there's certain things about my body I'd like to change. You know, and part of it is there's things I can't do that I used to be able to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't necessarily want to do those things, but I'd like to have the option open.
Yeah,
I guess is the way I would put it.
I guess, yeah. If the only thing that I think I would change about my body, and if I can go back in time, I would smack the taste out of 16-year-old me for getting cheek piercings. I would. And
the sad thing about it is it's the most visible thing on your face.
Yeah.
And not the most.
Not the most.
But you're lucky because I think it's going to fade. I think it's going to fade pretty well because you're so young.
I also just don't scar. I don't.
You're evil.
Yeah,
300, 400 years ago, they would have burned you at the stake for being a witch.
I have one scar, and it's from when I really got myself. I
have so many scars you don't even know. They've started to fade because I don't get into fights, and I'm not violent and haven't been for since last fight I got into was 1997.
Yeah. Well,
I punched Mick from Slipknot right in the face. Yep, last fight I got into. And I got a bunch of scars on my back from when I fell back into the beer bottles on the bottom of the bar.
Oh. Yeah, the scar, the one scar I have is from when I accidentally walked into my mom smoking a cigarette. I did.
That was one of my biggest fears when I was smoking. My son was younger. And there was a couple times he had a close call.
I shoulder checked my mom, and I ran right into the cigarette.
Let's see. Mike says, I'm just gonna cut down your username, just make it easier. More eyebrow piercings all the time. It's nice because I am doing more eyebrow piercings than I've done in the last 15 years. They got so out of vogue and got such a terrible reputation, which was unfounded. It's one of those piercings that it got a bad vibe or a bad rep because people were doing it incorrectly and using the wrong jewelry.
Yeah, which sucks.
In most cases, putting a straight barbell in an eyebrow piercing for a fresh one is worse than putting a ring in it. The ring would heal.
Yeah.
The straight barbell, you're going to reject eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Then Michelle says, I got 8 genital piercings and 16 piercings in my ears. Ocho said I only have 4 piercings. There's nothing wrong. It's not a numbers thing.
It really isn't. I think I have...
You have more than I do probably at this point.
Well, I have 1, 2, 3...
Because you're greedy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of them.
8. Maybe I do have more than you.
You definitely have more than me because you have your conch, you have 2 helix piercings, you have 4 lobes.
That's 6 right there. My tongue, eyebrow, nipple.
1 nipple.
Because I lost one.
And then don't you have...
It went away. It abandoned me.
It got caught in a laundry basket.
Yeah, and it went away. And the only genital piercing I have left is the PA.
Yeah, I thought you had 2 genital piercings.
I did at one. Oh, I had 4?
Yeah, because didn't you...
At one point. But yeah, and right now I just have the PA.
Yeah. I just remember you telling me about the scrotums and maybe a frenum.
Yeah, I had a frenum for a minute. The scrotums, they just... always get in the way of things. I don't know how else to explain it. They would get caught on things. It was just annoying.
Caught on your
but they healed
whiteys.
really, really easily.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, and I did one on my own. That's one of the few piercings I've done on myself. Is ear. I did, of course, stupid ear piercings because there's. If you look between my ear piercing, my lobe piercings, carefully enough, you're gonna find a bunch of scar tissue from. Yeah, I was in, fucking biology class and stuck a thumbtack through it. Yeah, that kind of crap. When I was, stupid and young and actually really didn't have any other options. It wasn't like professional piercing in Des Moines, Iowa existed in 1993.
Actually, not to toot your own horn, but you are the first
professionally trained in the state and the first piercer in Des Moines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the idiot that brought it here.
Then they took the industry from you.
Yeah. Well, there's an old saying. You know what that is? Pioneers get the arrows and settlers get the land. Think about that one for a minute.
I'm thinking.
Yep.
I've thought. Wise words.
Ocho asks, what do you pierce that with? Which one?
I imagine the eyebrow.
Eyebrow curved barbell.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I did them with rings, and I had actually a lot of good success with 16 gauge and 18 gauge 3/8 rings.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about the depth you took and just isolating the damn thing. It was not the weird thing about it is and we've talked about this before, I think on here. It wasn't so much that, as soon as people started talking about doing it with barbells, it was like a game of terrible telephone. Like people said, you need to do those with barbells. So instead of going with curved barbells, they all went, well, I pierce tongues with your barbells. I'll use them tongue barbells to pierce people's eyebrows, and that'll be better, right? And the problem with that is it isn't.
No.
It just like sticks straight out, and it'll create like a tunnel-like piercing that will reject in a while. And then I have one of those cool little lines in your eyebrow.
Oh, like a cool kid.
Yeah, you want those, right?
There's a real cool club on the other side of town where the real cool
Lord.
kids like to hang around and talk about the other kids.
Oh, scrotum piercing? Because Ocho asked that.
Oh, my bad, Ocho.
You said, didn't
mean to have him go on a whole
it was
rant.
It was a Friday night. I had nothing else going on. Yeah, it's one of the few piercings where I felt like I could see exactly what I was doing and control the angle and the clamps and everything else. So, yeah, that is one of the few piercings I've done on myself outside of my ears.
Dang.
Well, think about it. It's kind of there. You can see it.
I can't.
I know you don't have the same tools and the same cash and prizes as I do.
I'm imagining having cash and prizes.
Okay. Yeah, it tends to, it's pretty easy to see.
I don't think I could mentally pierce myself.
There is a problem with that because you'll hesitate more and you're less likely to push it through quickly. Mm-hmm. Like I don't like piercing myself at all, and wouldn't advise it.
Yeah, I think I mentally couldn't do it to myself. Maybe if I had more mental fortitude. I don't know how to best.
I don't think that's it. I think it's kind of like
a better ability to dissociate myself from what's happening fully and be able to actually be professional about it. I could not. It's
normalizing it.
Yeah, normalize
That's what I'm talking about. like somebody that has diabetes and has to inject themselves on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You get to a point where, like I do an injection, or was doing an injection until my insurance got all screwed up. Thank you, federal government. And I'm still teetering with that nonsense, but I don't wanna go into that. It'll just make me angry. But I injected myself every week, and I never really had a problem with pushing that button.
Yeah.
But I mean, you normalize it, or checking my blood sugar, and that hurt more. I don't care what anybody says. Poking the tip of your fingers feels bad. It does not feel good, especially you're supposed to do it on the side when you check blood sugar. It does not feel good.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yep. And you start running out of fingers because you got to check it multiple times a day. So, like, you only got 10 fingers. And they always say, do it on your non-dominant hand. And it's like, well, I did it here, I did it here, I did it here. But you normalize it to a point where you don't even flinch or think about it.
Yeah. Huh.
It's kind of like taking a pill. When you first took a pill, I'm sure everybody goes through this. So you're paranoid that I'm going to choke on it and it's not going to go down and it's gets stuck in my throat.
I guess you are right. Because the first time I took like a pill, I couldn't do it. I puked it up. If I get really nervous about something, or if I'm in pain, like so much pain that like I mentally can't process it.
Yeah.
Which it's not a whole lot of pain. It's not like my limb has to be cut off. It's more just like, oh wow, that really hurts. Like the time that I dislocated my shoulder, I puked everywhere. Really? Yeah.
You know how many times I've dislocated? 5 or 6 times.
I think for a solid 6 months, I dislocated my shoulder 8 different times.
Did you reset it yourself?
I didn't the first 3 times, and then my mom was like, we're just going to do this at home.
Yeah, Susan, old BMX skateboarder guy. I did it all the time. I raced with like one at one point.
Dang.
When I was like 13 or 14 years old. Yeah, so I have a really high tolerance for pain, I should say. And a lot of people are like, oh, you have a high tolerance. No, yeah, I have a lot of experience dealing with pain.
Yeah, but every time I would dislocate my shoulder, I would puke. Just because like it's a weird mental thing with me, where if I get really worked up about something and I'm in pain, it's like, oh, that's not right. I think we need to puke to get it out to stop you from being in pain.
Yeah. It's weird, but it is normalizing it. The more you know this from piercing, the more you do it, the more that motor skill or that motor response takes over, and you don't even think about it.
Yeah, like for the first time, I think ever, in my piercing journey, I'm very excited to have my navel pierced, and I think I'm not excited.
Just not going to let this go until I do it.
No, I'm not going to let it go. So we should definitely do this.
Should
tomorrow.
I make it hurt as much as possible? You guys let me know.
Comment down below.
I don't like hurting people.
No, I'm just very excited about it.
Unless they specifically ask me to.
Oh Lord.
We'll leave that at that.
I'm just excited to heal it out, to know what it's like to heal it out. Since we have so many clients coming to get it, I want to be able to give them the most accurate way, in my personal experience. I guess like I want to analyze it. I want to study the healing process of my navel piercing.
And like I even suggested to you, it's like you need to have. There's kind of like I divide piercings up into 4 groups. Mm-hmm. Kind of ear piercings, facial piercings, oral piercings, torso piercings, and genital piercings. And I think that's 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a bonus. And I think that any piercer should at least have 1 piercing in each one of those groupings that they've healed out. Mm-hmm. That they understand what the person's going through. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing about it is I've always gotten crap about not having that many visible piercings. Yeah. And it's like, no, I have a lot more than you know about. And
well, you've never had an oral piercing before.
Yeah, I do. I have a tongue piercing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about
Lord
it.
Almighty, girl.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
And you're planning on going to a show after this?
I'm not going to the show.
Oh, you're not? You're a fun hater.
Well, I have to converse with one of my friends.
Oh.
I've told you this, but I'm not gonna share my business on the internet.
I did not. Yeah, whatever. I am not even gonna go into that. Ocha says, I mean, do you use a ring or a curved barbell? With scrotum piercings, it's usually a ring. I know it goes against the norm and what everybody says with every other piercing, but when it comes to genital piercings, they heal very rapidly, and rings are usually often a better choice just because of the location and how they sit. Most genital piercings, like, okay, we can go through the list. Frenum piercings, didoid piercings. This is male. Then we'll move on to the finer
To the
side.
ladies.
Guishes. And then there's like lorums. All of the pubics, all of those are surface piercings. But they aren't, because they all heal out with little or no effort, and they don't generally reject. Some of them are more so, or some of them less so, depending on your anatomy. With on female anatomy or vulvas or whatever you want to call it, I could get on it. I could talk about that anyway. Labia majoris are kind of a surface piercing. That's about it. Christina's. Kinda. Yes. They're kind of more like calling them a surface piercing is like kind of like calling like
a belly button,
a navel, a surface piercing, because they're
or
very
an eyebrow.
Kind of. They're not the same at all, but they're similar in their structure and anatomy we're looking for. At least what's going to be successful.
But not similar in the way that we pierce it.
Kind
of similar, but we don't use clamps on.
No, because you can't get them down there and in there to work right. Though there's some people out there that do use clamps. And
yikes.
Yeah.
What else have people said?
Well, I was moving on to the next one. Mike said, I like to pierce noses with clicker rings because they stay in, but I've noticed stud people tend to play less and fall out easier. Here's the thing. If you switch out to threadless labret studs on nostril piercings, they don't fall out, and people are going to play with the pierce. I guarantee you they're going to play more with the ring.
Yeah.
And the ring's going to get a lot more movement. I understand that it may seem like it's more secure, and I'm guessing when you say to studs, you're talking about L-bends and nostril screws, and I used them for years and absolutely hated them. It never failed. 1 out of every 5 would call me up and go, I woke up this morning, I took a shower, I caught it on the towel, and now I need something in it immediately. And they just fall out. Plus, you have that silver piece of wire sticking at the bottom, which is kind of
looks like a silver booger.
Silver booger.
But,
that, and I wouldn't suggest piercing with clicker rings because of the hinge area kind of agitated.
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of perspective because I got pierced with a hoop. I made a lot more contact with it than I did than I probably should have. It would catch against my towels. It would catch against my clothes. Towels were really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm not saying that's not gonna catch with like a labret stud, but I've noticed ever since I switched from the ring to my stud, I rarely ever get this thing caught on anything, and it might just be the fact that my my front is a little bit smaller, but I rarely ever get it caught on anything. I never get it caught on my clothes. And since it's threadless, I would have to pull really, really hard on this, and I'm like pulling pretty hard on it right now for that thing to come apart.
And it works better than the threaded stuff because the threaded stuff would just rip. The threadless, if you put in that much trauma to it, that much force, it'll just fall out. It's like when people come in and it's like, I lost the front when I caught it. It's like, well, I'd much rather have had that happen than you're basically causing enough force to rip that thing out. Because that would not be fun and not feel good.
Nope.
So yeah, check out threadless labrets. It does take a bit of they're more complicated to change. They're more complicated to pierce with. But I'll tell you, man, once you start using the guide pins on those, and I like the ones from Vidius, mainly because they're longer. The pin's longer than anybody else's, so there's no way that thing's coming off there. Once you start doing that and working with them, it's so much cleaner, easier to deal with. You don't have to over pierce to make sure the jewelry gets in. You don't have to worry about the ring separating from the jewelry or the needle. None of that stuff. It's much smoother, much easier to deal with. The next question or comment is Ocho. She said, when I'm welding, sometimes sparks land on me. I imagine it's not much different from piercing yourself. Hold still, wait it out, and keep working. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's also the same way where something goes wrong during a piercing. Oftentimes, it's just stay calm and keep going.
Yeah. And I was honestly, the first time something went wrong during a piercing, from watching you for a little bit, I was worried that I was going to panic, that I was going to freak out. But ironically, I feel really bad about it, but I did it to one of my friends. The first time I messed up on a piercing is I did
and
it
that's
to
why
one of my
that's why I think it's important to pierce your friends right off the start.
Yeah, I did it to one of my friends, and I was just so worried that I was going to like mess it up or I was going to screw everything up, but I just kind of stayed calm.
Yeah.
I evaluated the situation. I had you give me advice because what happened was I had put the taper pin wrong when I was doing a nostril piercing.
Which you can fix that, but it's...
And it was a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
But I just stayed calm.
Because I just said you put it through the other way, right?
Yep. You just had me put the back of the libre against the tip of the taper pin. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing is when you're learning how to do it is not learning how to not panic. That's also part of getting pierced. Learning how to adapt to feeling a little bit of pain. Tattooing is the same thing. Once you get to the point where it's not everybody builds up the super tolerance to pain and I don't feel anything, is you learn how to handle it.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Mm-hmm. You're able to calm down more and not freak out.
Mike says, thanks for the threadless advice. I'm not trained in them, but I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah, you definitely
We're kind of running out of time, but I'll cover this and then we'll wrap up. How about that?
Okay, perfect.
Basically, the main difference is that you're going to have one additional tool, which is, well, two additional. If you're doing a nostril, this is how we do a nostril. First off, we insert the needle in and through. I like a cork. Some people like guide or needle receiving tubes, but whatever you use, 18 gauge. Then you reverse the taper pin or the guide pin so that the thin side that's going to go inside the back goes into the needle. You push the needle out with that. Then I use hemostats because sometimes it's hard to get my finger inside some of them smaller noses.
His fingers are a lot bigger than mine, but I can very easily get my finger in the nose.
So, yeah, you're a good picker than I am. I know there's a joke in there somewhere. And then basically you line up, take that little thin lead, put it into the libre stud, and then push it into the nose. Take off the guide pin, replace it with the front, tighten it down. You just squeeze it shut.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle. You're done.
What I like to do is I like to a little bit of a tidbit, I guess. I don't know if I'm allowed to give tips. I like to support, like once I get it pushed in, take this finger and support it, and then get that front lined up on there, and then kind of just do a light squeeze, not super duper hard, just a squeezing motion, because it gives me the best grip on that. But
well, I mean, people on here are going to be changing jewelry of their own, so yeah, it's advice even with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not much different what you do at home than what we do in real life. That's why it's really, if you like threadless jewelry and you're wearing a lot of it, get some guide pins. Mm-hmm. It's just going to make your life so much easier.
I'm going to steal all your guide pins.
Oh, don't do that.
Yep.
You know how I am when you don't keep up on the tools and we're out of guide pins?
Yeah, I'm going to steal all of them. And then
I send her to the corner. I make her stand next to the ultrasonic tank for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Bzzz.
And it makes me go crazy. It makes me hear voices.
So we didn't even get to the subject idea I had, which is fine. I love it when we can talk to, our peoples.
I love our audience. They're super awesome and they're very, very sweet.
Oh, you didn't even notice. I got a new juniper sticker and you're very jealous.
What? Oh, I like that. It's a fish.
It's a fish. It's a koi, I believe. Like
if we get
golden koi.
If we get another one of those, you should give it to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you're 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember the creator's name, but he does just microphones and sound equipment.
Uh-huh.
And he always does the unboxings, and he's like, in a sticker, like I'm 4. And then toss it over his shoulder. So we do this every Monday. We usually try to stay on for at least an hour. And we're happy to answer any questions you have, and we make we have a fun time with it. And it's 8:00 Central Standard Time. Tell your friends and family,
And
or
your
just
grandma.
random strangers on the street.
Yeah.
Just walk up and tell them.
Yeah. I'll send you some printouts to hand to strangers.
Other than that, we have plenty of videos on this YouTube channel that you should probably check out if you're interested and have a passion in piercing.
Like us.
Like us. We love to share the passion and educate as many people as possible. But do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Stay safe this President's Day. No. I guess I'd just like to add that very, very proud of us for getting to episode 14. I know that's not a super big accomplishment.
We're going to be further.
We're going to be farther.
We're gonna get there.
I'm just saying I think it's awesome we've been doing it this long and that we have the support that we have.
Yes.
I'm getting sentimental
and we
and
want to build
corny.
this audience as much as possible.
I'm getting sentimental. I'm going to start crying to you guys like I'm drunk.
And some stuff that are coming in the future. I already have 2 videos that are going to be coming out probably next week.
Yeah.
After Thursday.
You should definitely watch
Soon.
those.
This one will be making another video.
I will.
And we're also going to be starting a training course that kind of takes you through the process of getting a piercing, from choosing the piercer, etc.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy that.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Continue supporting us because we appreciate it.
Yes, and we enjoy it.
We do enjoy it.
But until next time, here's hoping all your piercings heal with ease and without a single issue. And if you're in the Des Moines, Iowa area, either of us and both of us would love to see if your piercing needs in the future. Have a good day, everybody. Take care, and we will see you in that next video.
I hope you guys have a great night or day or wherever you guys are. Hope you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun, guys.
Oh, my
I love